sponsored segment for Deck of Ashes. It was a lot of fun when we played it on Monday. It is a roguelite deck building RPG game. You check them out on Steam and as well as various consoles. They're on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox, so all of the consoles. We are going to continue our run from Monday. Yeah, some similarities to something like Slay the Spire. I don't know what this symbol means. Oh, this is the battle at the end. Got it.
Have you gone soft? Pull yourself together.
It's got some big numbers, chat. I think I like... It's been a hot second since I've played Griftlands, but I think the actual gameplay in this seems better than Griftlands from what I recall. We are playing a Jester character, because it seemed like the most fitting one to start with. We're going to summon a Phantom here that helps fight for us as a minion. And this character has a mechanic called Eruption on some of its cards, which basically if you play a number of cards with Eruption, after playing 4 of them, you get a bonus. So we do this, then an Eruption counter is going to appear, so the 4th Eruption card ends up in dealing extra damage. You have 5 mana per turn. Mana is in the upper costs of your cards. We'll end our turn. The end of your turn, you can put cards optionally on the bottom of your deck. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Parasite down there because it's not playable. One of the things this deck does, one of the things this deck builder does that's different than a lot of other card games is you have the Deck of Ash as after the game's name, where your deck doesn't automatically recycle when you play through all of the cards in it. You have to use cards to pull things out of the Deck of Ash. Apply obedience. I would like you to not attack my stuff this turn. I'd like to do another Flash of Pain. That's our mana. You can only have 1 Phantom at a time, so I'll put this extra Phantom on the bottom of our deck. So 2 more Eruption cards and I get the Eruption bonus. So I'm gonna lead on this one as Lifesteal, and then we'll get the Eruption bonus on this, which does 10 extra damage. I continue throwing the extra doppelgangers on the bottom. Turn off sub-only mode. Can you summon the doppelganger again to respawn itself? I don't believe so. You can resummon it again once it's fully dead. You can see our deck here is down to 5 cards. So we're gonna have the entirety of our deck in our hands here at the end of turn. Oh, we have 1 fewer card in our hand at the moment for one of these penalties, huh? All right, and then the Ash Pact here grabs 8 cards at random from our Ash deck and puts it back into our deck at the cost of health. Let's do this to start and see what we end up putting back in here. Black Plague Stayed and Stable Illusion played. And some cards like Stable Illusion actually award us for this. All right, and then at the end of a fight, we get these rest points, which can be used to restore our health and put selected cards back into our deck. I don't want to put Illusion back or the Black Plagues, obviously. We can also craft some new cards with our rest points. Game has it's a very unique art style. Definitely creepier vibes for sure.
There's something fishy about it. Hmm? Maybe fish?
I'm playing on PC on Steam. It's also on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Although someone in chat just mentioned they were having some issues with the port on Switch. Some lag issues. I have not played it on console. I only got a Steam key as part of the promo. I think I'm actually just fine to keep all of these. These all work up to the eruption bonus. Just allows us to chunk through them. The extra doppelganger. And I think we want to go ahead and use this to lifesteal before we knock them out. Don't worry about it, Windmagus. So the Ash Storms are timed events, so if we walk up over to here in the next 3 turns, you get to collect a bonus. On your path, you suddenly meet the blacksmith, where the longer road you travel, he offers the special services. Oh, we can buy traits. I actually have a lot of gold here. At the end of each round, apply 2 curses on a randomly cursed opponent. Oh, I can only have 1 trait up at a time. I didn't realize that. Definitely want to keep the Phantom Does more. The combo deck got obliterated twice, and then we screwed around with something else that ended up not working out, and we decided we're going to try the combo deck again after New Capenna.
Pull yourself together!
Pull yourself together! Ooh, they just hit us with another Black Plague. We really need to get back to town and see if the healer can get rid of these things. Hold 2, and your next turn, your mana points will be reduced by 1. So we're only gonna have 4 mana next turn. It's annoying. Alright, so we can do Flash of Pain, and we can send Black Plague to the Ash deck at least. We only have 4 mana here. I guess we could do this, and then we can play Cold to the Ash deck. And this thing added all sorts of conditions to our deck. So we didn't take that much damage. Doppelganger. Town is over there. Yes, this is a Slay the Spire style game. Alright, Herbalist. Ailment healing. Heals 3 health after each battle. That seems good. Leaves left. Allows you to cure parasites. You will no longer be afflicted with ailments during events. That seems good. Alright, so we got rid of all the ailments. Oh, maybe I should have gotten more rest points too, actually, instead of that. I could exchange resources now, though, too, right? That's brutal, Eagle. Allows you to dismantle cards. Do we have upgrades? Don't have any upgrades waiting. And there's no other traits upgrades. Honestly, I might just convert these gems into goblets and get the extra rest point. Oh, can I not convert again? Alright, we're fully healed. Alright, so this bar at the top is how long we have to do things in the region. When it gets to the end, we hit the final boss. Atmosphere permeates this place. You feel strength surging through your body, but surely it can't be that simple, can it? There's been a source of power here very long. You return 1 more card in the next 3 battles. The level of all undead monsters increases by 2. Fine. travel stone plays up on occasion. You have ended up in a different place. Oh. Well, that's hyper annoying. I wanted to do this combat. At some point, you start to feel the air around your ring. It becomes obvious you're being rapidly surrounded by magic. Resist or surrender to the force. Surrender to the force. The magic takes as much as it gives. You restore 10 health, but several cards were discarded. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem worthwhile. We should resist next time, chat. Definitely don't need an extra phantom. Oh, we're actually almost completely out of cards here, huh? Let's subjugate this and then Ash Pact. Anything else that's playable? I don't need concentrated chaos. It's just one person. This gains control of everything for a turn. My hand.
All hail the new king! Hail me!
Hail me. Hey, what's going on, John? Thanks for the 10 months. Yeah, and for what it's worth, the Hoots hiatus isn't just because of competitive magic focal point stuff, but I also just like want to be more available over the summer to do family and other stuff. You have more rest points to restore things with now, which is great. So I'm interested to see what competitive magic stuff does in general with the return of the Pro Tour structure and paper. I think we're mostly prepared for this battle, actually.
Smells like King Octavius.
Yes, being able to explicitly ignore the latter will definitely be a welcome change. I'm actually keeping my whole hand here. Can we subjugate this for like the next 2 turns here? Just keep it from attacking us while we deal damage to it. Bottom the concentrated chaos. I will say the audio design of this game is really good. The range of music tracks has been pleasant. Me posting the occasional tweets inside of the Discord is just me knowing I shouldn't engage with them on Twitter, but I still want to complain about them somewhere. If we're being honest. What is the benefit to bottoming a card? It lets your hand always draws up to 7 at end of turn. So for instance here, I'm gonna bottom the Phantom, so that way I get to draw something else. I can't summon another one. drop our whole deck here. Okay, and then let's concentrated chaos this to gain control of it. And then we can Ash Pact, get random cards back into our deck. But I want to sequence it so we play the Rage out after we Ash Pact, because I don't want a chance to put this Rage back into my deck. This fight might actually last long enough that I need to resummon another Phantom.
Silence! We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Phantom goes down. Actually close to KOing this, right? We do this, and then... Oh, I only have 1 mana, because I have the reduction. Okay. Unfortunately, we didn't end the game that turn. Can at least play the cold into the bid, and then Flash of Pain will be lethal. Oh, I guess I could have put this in there. That's a card that rewards us for later.
Iris, Iris, Iris! What a surprise! You've been hiding very cleverly, Swamp Witch.
I have no idea what you're talking about, you stupid jester. I'm the camp herbalist, and the last thing I want to be doing is helping you.
Priestess of the Blood Gods cult from the Twilight Empire.
Oh, no. How? How could you possibly find out? I didn't...
I know how you gorged the blood of sacrifices and the power it gave to you. You slew them on altars, bestowing strength upon your masters and obtaining power.
That's enough. Quiet.
Blood filled your eyes, smeared your hands, and clouded your reasoning. Oh, yes. Yes, you must have enjoyed slitting your own father's throat on the altar!
Oh, we lost the rest of your voice line, shit.
Stop talking! Shut up!
What happened then? Did you get scared, you poor wretch? You burned down the cathedral and fled! Surely you don't think you can deceive your gods?
You sick freak!
You sick freak seems like an appropriate response to everything our character has said.
Freak? What a compliment! I heard that the priest trackers are roaming around, promising a huge reward for you. A single word from me is enough for them to find you. You know that traitors against the blood gods die a slow death, and even death itself does not bring an end to their suffering.
You scum!
No more than you, sweetheart. And you're going to help me, whether you like it or not. Some doors can never be closed.
They can't be closed, but they can still be burned.
The closer I get to the tenement of death, the more I feel the power boiling within me, hungering to be unleashed and to destroy the remnants of this world. Just a little more, and Lady Death will fall by my hand, and the whole world will see a new god.
Magnus is the villain even in his own story. It certainly seems that way.
I've found a place where you, the outcasts, would feel right at home. Exile's Haven. These crumbling settlements are where the sick and the enemies of the crown were sent to die. The plague and famine would do the dirty work for the executioners, and now this place is a home of disturbed souls. If anyone feels cold and limpness, know there's a ghost nearby draining your energy. If any of you have been at death's door, then you met the ruler of these lands, the Soul Guide. In the past, a fair spirit and a custodian of souls on their way to the netherworld. He is now maddened by the power of the curse. The guide no longer accompanies the souls to the other side. He is building himself a ghost army instead, and he would be glad to make us his recruits. We're camping here. There's no passage to the Valley of Death without fighting him.
Sounds like we got at least 2 more chapters then. Wonder how long a full run is. This is chapter 3 of 4 now. Meet a rogue carrying a backpack full of loot. After throwing it under the roots of a tree, the owner of the backpack has gone searching for some firewood. We're not a thief, chat. We're like a psycho jester clown. We're not a thief.
Eat more. You are nothing but skin and bones.
This one ain't even got skin on him, Chip. Oh, I should have taken the Black Plague and stuff out of my deck at the camp. I forgot that those carry over. Derp. A full clear lasts about 3 times as long as a Slay the Spire. And how long does a Spire run last, Steve? I'm not super familiar with that particular game. It's been good, Thomas. I prefer for these, so like I just said, I'm not super familiar with Slay the Spire specifically because in general, I prefer to play deck games like this when they have like a little bit of a storyline to them. And Slay the Spire really doesn't. 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so we're probably about... There's probably 4 chapters, I imagine, then. We're actually getting kind of low on life here. Bottom one of these, this Phantom's about to die. Okay, so this, we'll grab control of this so it doesn't hit us next turn, which is good. This is our first fight in the new area, chat. Alright, let's go back to camp and fix what I messed up. Need to have the herbalist heal us. Clean those out. I want to save up to 12 cups for that. I don't understand if this is bugged or... Oh, I can... Never mind, I'm dumb. I have to click up. I missed the arrows on the side. It's not bugged, I'm just an idiot. Max stress points. Not as bad as 40. It was alright. A little bit of cube. Touch of historic. I don't think I have any upgrades, right? Oh, we could craft guards. I think that actually sounds good. Get a little bit more healing. It seems like we're gonna need a little bit more healing in this area. And maybe some of these that we're getting we'll be able to, upgrade. Where do we want to go on the map? I think I want to try and find... Looks like all the higher level things are around the outside. There's triple key chests over here, and another one up there. Peculiar atmosphere permeates through this place. You feel strength surge through your body. Oh, bee sponsors is increased. Pretty big number by default now. I'm gonna hold on to the heart subjugation. I'm gonna bottom these two, looking for another flash of pain. I think ideally I would like to unholy tomb. Discard that to the ash pile. 4 mana total here, so we can go ahead and subjugate and heal. Turn 2 cards. Hopefully don't need another page. We're just gonna be drawing most of our deck here though, right?
All hail the new king! Hail me!
Alright, so let's do this. I think we'll heal, and then we can go ahead and Ash Pact. So ideally, before we Ash Pact at a spot like that, we want to put more cards into here because Stable Illusion gives us a bonus while it's in the Ash pile. So we want to kind of dilute this so our 8 randoms are less likely to put this one back. Okay, and then at the end of the turn, we're going to go ahead and bottom. Let's go ahead and... Life steals for us, put some curses on. End of turn, we'll bottom these 2. I probably don't need 2 heart subjugations too. We should get back to the other one by the time we need it again. Our character is definitely big Joker energy.
Try my patience.
Yes, so the Stable Illusion, or no wait, that's, where is it? Jester form, yes. Archetype curse cards cost 1 less mana to play. Every 3 rounds you change to one of the other 2 forms. So you get different discounts on different types of cards based on your form. The voice actor evokes artwork, yes, agree. Alright, again, we want to leave this one in the bin here, so it gives us a bonus while it's there. I'll put our doppelgangers back into our deck. have a phantom in my opener. To make you obedient. And then we're gonna bottom everything here because I really just want to find a phantom as soon as possible. Perfect. And then Unholy Tome is largely here so we can discard the Stable Illusion to the bin. So if Stable Illusion's already in the bin, we're gonna bottom that one most times. Okay, let's do this and put some curses on you.
I'll be your new god.
So I'm gonna bottom all of these because our phantoms have plenty of health and my health total is also high. Sometimes your spine turns into a mouth, and frankly, that's beautiful. That doesn't happen to you all at home on occasion. Happens to me all the time. He's gotta roll with the punches when it comes up. Sometimes your spine's a little spidery. Honestly, our deck's getting big enough at this point. I think I want to craft another Summon a Doppelganger here. Just so we've had a couple where we haven't had it in the opener. I basically always want a Phantom on one. The extra ones to draw through, like, aren't that big of a deal. He's got 3 faces, champ, but one's in his hand and the other 2 are on spikes. Yeah, the mechanic of having to manage which cards are going back into your deck when is definitely very different than a lot of how these other how these games typically tend to work in a good way. Use their namesake deck of ashes quite well.
Should I cut your heel?
Only have 4 resources here. Let's do this one that heals. Then we'll put some regeneration on ourselves here. We're getting a little low. Beastless Butcher. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, I sequenced this wrong. Oh, I only have 1 mana left anyways. I should have Flash and Paint this rather than my Flash and Paint next turn, but knock this out. Now I have to, like, spend an extra card on this, which is not great.
Don't try my patience.
Our Phantom died, but we're also kind of low here. Guess I'm guaranteed to get some of these back. We have 3 resources still.
I'll be your new god.
This Refined Torture has the Phoenix mechanic, which is why we keep redrawing it. Kind of makes itself like a more traditional card in this style of game where it goes back into your deck afterwards. The amount of damage things have been doing in this area, definitely bigger. All right, so we have 2 turns to get to here. I think I'm just gonna skip dash, temporary one. Use our key here. This is the 3rd chapter, actually. Finished. We were almost through the 2nd when we played on Monday. Your path, you suddenly meet an herbalist. She'll treat your wounds for respectable compensation. Uh-oh. Wait, we're already at full. Increase my stats. Oh, I didn't realize we could spend gold on this. Increase your max health, increase your dodge, increase your strength, increase your speed. Sure. I was wondering what we were supposed to be doing with all of our gold. We had acquired a lot of it. Alright. That one we can get to. It's on that one's on our way. Increase advantage strength by 2, but less than... I wonder if we can have multiple of those in Exile in the Ash deck. Maybe we should craft some more of those and see if those stack up. Because it says it reduces the damage they take down to 15. So it feels like it implies that you could reduce it more than once. Man, that thing's got a lot of stats on it. It dodged. That's rude. Oh, this healing bomb is Phoenix. I missed that. Oh, I should have put the concentrated chaos on the bottom. We're gonna get punished for not putting them on the bottom.
All hail the new king! Hail me!
All the players' cards gain Phoenix. Oh, that is, they do all have Phoenix. Good catch. I was like, I thought I would have recognized my cards having Phoenix earlier. I'm a mutated evil jester playing cards to defeat my enemies, Marty. It's basically just an average day in the office here in Oaklandia. It is in fact a Wednesday. I'll keep one of these, actually. Our Phantom's about to die.
Don't try my patience.
Just don't have anything to heal. Oh, we can craft some of these. I wanted to try and craft. Oh, I need more ash to craft more stable illusions. I don't think I want to craft. I'm gonna save up our ash to craft another stable illusion or two. I'd like to be a very stable illusion, chat. The most stable illusion you've ever seen.
Eat more! You are nothing but skin and bones!
What do you think the Bone Golem's trying to do, Mr. Magnus? He's trying to eat us. Don't encourage him. I don't really have a super resource efficient play that's also optimal. Like, these both heal me, but I don't really need healing. I guess applying regeneration to ourselves isn't terrible. I'll get value down the line. I'm happy with all these.
I'll be your new god.
I don't need any healing, so I'll just spew using the resource for the turn here. Pennywise is a very good shout-out comparison for what the Jester character vibes gives off. As someone who grew up terrified of it, the clown, yeah, that's a good.
Well, I become even more beautiful.
He even turns into a spider. He does, doesn't he? Fishing, chat. Something's a little fishy about this encounter. Wait, did we lose? Where's our... There's only a heart subjugation here. Did our other buff card disappear? Summon Doppelganger. Oh, right. There was a thing in the last chapter that destroyed some of our cards, right? It must have destroyed our buff. It's big sad. Oh, this is stealth. So, Refined Torture is going to get to pop off with Eruption next turn, which will let it deal damage to everything. Afternoon McDucks.
Will you kneel, or should I cut your heel?
Don't get another Phantom just yet. Fish egg has spawned. Let there be fish egg. Curses on the fish egg. Up with a perhaps touch too many heart subjugations in our deck. Feels like I have too many 3-mana cards. Not enough 2s. They hatched another fish egg. Just actually all clunky, awkward 3s and 5s.
All hail the new king! Hail me!
almost back up. Almost back up to enough ash to craft the stable illusion. Overcome so many battles that monsters of these lands don't seem to be terrified of you don't seem terrifying anymore. Your body has forgotten the bittersweet feeling of fatigue. All ghost monster levels are reduced by 2. Or 1 health for each card in your battle deck. That's interesting with the ash mechanic.
May I be fishing a compliment from fish?
Basically always bottom concentrated chaos against single Dorko. Any craftables? What do you mean, Time Lord? There's a phantom. We can get let's get a curse on him.
King, hail me.
Curse you, flash of pain, put some more healing on my Dorko.
Become even more beautiful.
We got 10 ash for that. Feels like Heart of Pain and my curses are some of the most important to have. And we hit ash so we can craft a stable illusion. Sounds lovely. Merchant. Let's trade. Turn 3 cards to draw 3 cards. Would actually be useful. Just gonna chill. We'll see. Our herbalist can give us stat upgrades down the line. Seems like a best use of our gold in the long term from a min-maxing perspective. So, Phantom double curse. Dodge the first one, rude. Throw those to the bottom. And I keep the stable illusion in hand. I'm looking for our draw 3 discard one so we can get this stable illusion into the bin. Perfect. And we've got 4 left, so we can double flash a pain. Bottom, our extra phantoms in the concentrated chaos. Our cards all having Phoenix is almost annoying in a way. Makes the game play out very differently than we're used to with the way the deck thinning works inside of the matches. We just don't want to renew anything, or we're just like actually not spending any of the rest points. You die, you'll be re-entered camp with 50 plus health, but you'll also lose your recipes and half your resources. It's like an extra life? Okay, sure.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
Excuse me? Any card returns to the battle deck. Black Knight's strength is increased by 1. Victory Rush winner renews all their cards. Okay, so that powers him up a little bit. Deal damage equal to the difference in your life totals. Yeah. That one. Crunch. Okay, and then it puts everything back at the end. Weird. Honestly, I think I want some more Flash of Pains, the way things have been playing out. Herbs in the ground are incredibly similar to those you usually get from the herbalist. Will they make your life easier? It's worth the risk. Rest points are reduced by 4. Energy drinks, chat. Energy drinks. Increase the amount of gold found in chests. Probably want to convert. I want to get to 12 ore for that. To end up with ore. I don't think I really need goblets, right? Have you signed up for the Every Play promo? You can submit the deck using the form on my website as always here. Just indicate in the comments that is part of the promo and what name you signed up for the promotion with. No, thank you for checking out the sponsor. Appreciate it. These upgrades carry over between runs. I assume usually these things are a per run basis, Hyde. Your character typically resets along with your deck every time you start a new run. That's how these games typically work. So learning to min-max that aspect is... Wait, I want to... Need to actually craft those cards? Or there's some Ash deck. Flash of Pain Plus, Curse of Pain. I bought a refined torture. But I already had one, so why don't I have 2 of them? I must be missing something, right? Well, this guy has upgrades too. Allows you to meditate the tent for 3 rest points. You get a common recipe. Oh, I would like extra ash. Alright, let's convert leaves into crosses. We actually haven't finished our first run yet. I'm sure part of that, the more you play, the faster the runs will be, but we're about 3 hours into this run at this point. So definitely a good bit longer than some others like Slay the Spire. Alright, where do we want to go on the map? Got a 3x sword up over here.
Have you gone soft? Pull yourself together!
It is stealth, so I can't do that to it. Which is a little sad.
I'll be your new god.
Well, I guess we're knocking this out with heart subjugation. Back to get some cards back in our deck.
Don't try my patience.
Right, we're down rest points at the moment. Because of the energy drink. Deal 6 damage, lifesteal. Actually seems good. Look at that. We gambled on that one and won? I would love another stable illusion recipe. Just need to collect more ash, chat. Phantom, a skill. The Phantom deals 40 damage to random enemy, additional 5. Might be neat. I like the idea of making our Phantom better.
Eat more. You are nothing but skin and bones.
Get a little concentrated chaos, chat. Now, we don't currently have my Phantom power up in the Ash deck,
Will
so...
you heal, or should I cut your heel?
Yeah, I always do a little bit less magic in the great couple days right before releasing a team. We did a cube draft this morning to start, and then played a little bit of historic. Perfect. So let's Unholy Tomb, ditch the Ash Illusion. 4 mana left.
cross that bridge when we come to it.
Basically at the entirety of our deck at this point. Ah, we put the illusion power back in our deck again.
I'll drink from your skull!
During your journey, you stumble upon a small altar you've heard of before. If you offer resources to the deities, some good luck will shine upon you in battle. Yeah, make an offering. Went through this cave, I believe, right? The other one? No, it must have been the other one. So we flash a pain, and we'll use this with the eruption. Seems good.
All hail the new king! Hail me!
Heal ourselves, and then Phantom will finish this. Left the stable illusion in there is great. 5 off of getting a second stable illusion. After this battle, we should be able to get a second power up. the most stable of illusions. Turn 3 things to the battle deck. Bottoming all of these. Don't need another phantom. A hex on your household.
Will you kneel, or should I cut your heel?
Maybe I'm supposed to...
Silence! We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Supposed to keep a phantom there. Doesn't matter. It finishes it. Alright, sweet. So we can craft another stable illusion here. Hey, Lupus, thanks for the prime. There's a ton of great people here on Twitch you can send that to every month. Thanks for sending it this for this month and keeping me around. Hope your Wednesday's going swell. Appreciate everybody hanging out for Deck of Ashes this afternoon, by the way. If you enjoy the vibe of the game and you want to check it out yourself, you can be sure to learn more at the link here in chat or below the stream. It's available on PC like I am playing it here via Steam, but it's also on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox as well. Now, the recipes in spots like this are noteworthy. They don't put those immediately into our deck. We have to acquire the Ashes resource to then craft into it.
Out of you.
Phantom, Succubus. Bottom all of these, looking for... Yeah, if you could put it through the forum beans, you just help me stay organized, I'd appreciate it. There's a far less likelihood of me missing your submission if it goes through the forum. Just the first name is fine, Beansy. I don't think I've had any repeats on first names for every plate order, just so I can track it. Yeah, so from my perspective, and obviously everybody's line on this is different, so I don't really judge people for what they do or don't do too strongly, is I always try and look at, like, what's the impact of my decision when it comes to, am I gonna not support a service or not, depending on what things that they do, and, like, me individually not working with for a company like Amazon, in order for them to really change and improve, it really has to be a systematic change that has to be handled basically by the government. Like on an individual consumer level, Amazon is just so large at this point that I don't feel like a boycott has a meaningful impact on anything. I don't have any numbers to back that up. And just whichever, Beansy. The promo is only running for a month, so I didn't add an extra thing. Alright, we have 4 resources here. So we can regenerate plus play a 3-mana thing. Rest of these, they're pretty good. Yes, that's a good way to put it. If abstaining from Amazon makes you feel good, then do it, but... And like you said, you're kind of on Twitch anyways, so it's like they're... And that's just the thing, like the no ethical consumption under capitalism, like, they just own so much of so many things. Yeah, someone else mentioned I should start mentioning that. Someone else mentioned they had some issues with the Switch version. I wonder if that has to do with the Switch being weaker hardware. Or if it's an issue with the console port in general. It plays well on PC. I have not tried the console versions. Definitely want to leave both the Stable Illusions in exile in the Ash deck.
Even Octavius in the bathroom was uglier than you.
This. I pass along feedback on the Switch build to the devs. Hopefully they roll a patch out at some point in the not too distant future. I know they just recently added that to their list of platforms. Perhaps they are unaware. I think we want to just regenerate. This fight's gonna go on for a little bit more. And I already have my 2 things in the Ash deck that I want to discard. I think we bought them on Holy Tomb generally. We already have both of our bonuses there.
Will you kneel, or should I cut your heel?
Actually don't need the healing from this at this point, so I guess we'll just use these 2, though it's not quite as resource efficient, it's more damage. Phantom's in no danger of running out. Oh, I did. Oh, I forgot we have 2 of them now. Alright, so I need to remember I can click on my deck to check. Well, that's rude. The last room of the dungeon was just a trap thing. Oh, it's not the last room. There's more down here. It's like, that was brutal. Speed is decreased. Rude. Nosferatu. Alright. Too many 3-mana cards, chat. I really need to try and craft some more 2-mana cards. Definitely a glut of 3s. Concentrated chaos, please. Alright, and this time, both the stable illusions are in the Ash deck for sure, so I can bottom this. That might be it, actually. I'm gonna need the healing from this bomb. We'll apply the balm and then start revving up the flashes of pain. Eruption is 2. Bottom the extra phantom.
I'll be your new god.
So a curse on you. Strike with this. Gain a little bit of life back. Need another concentrated chaos. Curse on you. Subjugate you. Bottom our phantom summon. Wait, like, leaks from Nintendo silence? Imply that they're working on the next new console as opposed to a newer Switch?
Silence! We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh my gosh, should we just put both our stable illusions back in? No, just one. Okay, so... let's Unholy Tomb, see if we can hit the stable illusion. We did not. You have to discard a card. I feel like, and I guess it depends on what they mean by console refresh too, right? Because like, if their next console is backwards compatible with existing Switch games, I feel like that's the important thing. But maybe whatever games released for the next console aren't backwards compatible with the current hardware, when you would call a new generation or whatever. Is that basically what it would mean? Oh my gosh, it renewed my stable illusion. That's kind of a tilt. Curse of Pain might actually be worth crafting, so I do need more two mana cards.
Smells like.
And that one's occasionally 1 mana when we're in our first form. Okay, we're gonna bottom these 3, and we're hoping to draw our tomb to discard this. Yeah, it sounds like it's so early that it's probably not even really worth thinking about on the consumer end about what it means, because there's a good chance they probably don't even know what their next generation is fully going to look like yet, backwards compatible, forwards compatible, etc. I keep digging for my draw 3 discard 1 so we get the stable illusion. Getting this into the deck of ashes for the future has a lot of value. That's exactly what we wanted, so I get to ditch this. Now my illusion is more stable. Our illusion is quite the stable genius, chat. Phantom is plenty alive. It's actually fine. That's kind of funny, Tukto. Sounds like a feature to me. Craft Curse of Pain. Crafting cards requires 30% more ash. Glad we decided to craft the curse.
Oh, you already scared to death.
Mana is reduced by 2. Your cards cost an extra 1 mana to play. Man, that's super rude. I have a Phantom and I just can't even summon it? We're playing against a prison deck, chat. I'm gonna bottom these two, holding on to the Unholy Tomb because there's still a stable Phantom bonus in my deck, so I want to try and get to that to discard it with the Tomb. Perfect. We'll open on this to discard the stable illusion. So we can say curse you, get another healing balm here. Like this. Hey, what's going on, Flip? Thanks for the follow and welcome to chat. Nice to get you live. First time in chat. I assume you're someone that hangs out on YouTube a lot. Welcome to a live one. Might actually be a concentrated chaos. There's 2 of them. They have reasonable stats.
I'll be your new god.
Can't my 5 mana spell get double debuffed? Brutal. That damn Rishadan port shit is coming for me. Is there 5 mana? So I could do this here. And then we can erupt this with lifesteal. Hit both of them.
Well, I become even more beautiful.
11. Subjugate this one. Throw all these Phantom Summoners in the bottom of our deck. looks pleasant. Dungeon Lord. Lauren gets the big chest.
In the bathroom was uglier than you.
Curses. Curses. Double curse start. It's pretty good against the boss. Next turn, your mana points will be reduced by 1. Rude. Maybe Phantom. Don't need the extra Phantom. What does this say? End of round, all cards in the player's hand are discarded. Oh. Okay. Curses?
All hail the new king. Hail me.
Curses. Does it show on the actual curse card? Passive effect reduces the opponent's strength and speed by 1 and crit and dodge chance by 5%. Curses can be dispelled, causing damage. I don't actually have any dispel cards crafted at the moment though.
That bridge when we come to it.
Put all those in the bottom, so otherwise they're getting discarded by this character's passive. Another stable illusion. Close to the big baddie in chapter 3, Chip. Stable illusion, as long as it is in my discard pile, the Ash deck, it gives my illusion more power, makes it hit harder and take less damage each turn. So that's why we have that draw 3 discard one to kind of try and filter through to get to that. Kind of done most of the stuff, huh? Wait, I get to the next Ash Storm too. Sick.
Oh, you already scared to death?
really need to do that? Discarding cards isn't free. You gotta refresh them from the Ash deck down the line.
All hail the new king! Hail me!
So our next played card is gonna be an Eruption. So we'll do this one that deals extra damage. I'll just subjugate again, I think. It's good. They should be getting KO'd by the Phantom, right? Close to it. Yeah. So this is the Stable Illusion is a card we explicitly don't want to renew when we're using these rest points at the end. I'm gonna get it into that Ash deck and leave it there. I'm at 45 Ash at the moment. I kind of wish I could convert some of these other resources into Ash. It definitely seems like the bottleneck for building things. Improved stats, cheaper stats, healing on crit. Okay, so let's get 20 leaves here, because I can convert some of these other ones to leaves. Allows crit chance to have moderate healing effects. Spend some resources to do some stuff. We don't have any card upgrades. Dismantle things. I think I'm pretty happy with all the cards we have. The way the Ash deck works, it feels like you don't really need to, spend gold and discard a card to your deck of ashes. Oh, that's interesting. So you can spend resources to move them there. Got it. That was an option. Well, turns out we just did that to prepare him. He is, So look, does he has, like, hands for legs, chat? Disable the Flicker of Despair for 1 turn when played. The start of the player's turn adds a payment for the soul to their hand. Deals 25 damage if payment for the soul has not been played. Need more souls, man. Alright, now we have 7 mana all of a sudden. we went stealth. Bottom the other phantom here.
Will you kneel, or should I cut your heel?
Why is he giving us mana? It feels like a trap. It does kind of feel like a trap, right? A new pub. Afternoon. He like basically has his attack other than the Flicker of Despair. We're like taking game actions to do stuff. I don't really know. Only a level 1, yeah. Oh, there's an image. So this, into this, into this, into this. That could have just been that our regeneration was keeping us alive there too. Our eruption is ready to pop off. Does the music represent that we're fighting an Eldritch Horror? Is it because we are an Eldritch Horror? Maybe a little column A, a little column B?
Seems like I've seen you somewhere. Weren't you Octavius's jester?
And you were, what was it they called you? Mighty Northmen from the mountains. Shameful drunkards from painful isolation is what they should have called you and your lads.
Magnus is definitely a people person, chat.
How dare you insult our mighty warriors on my homeland? It is a harsh, dangerous mountain region protected from a terrible scourge by...
Oh, the same old story again. Protected from the terrible scourge. Curd! I've already heard enough about your military glory. So what was it you did?
You wouldn't dare, Conde.
Condemn the fact that you idiot, led the best warriors into battle to meet the Mountain Kings with dignity? You arrogant, pretentious fool that gave weapons to people who had no idea what they were getting into. You wanted to solve all those old troubles in one fell swoop.
Don't hold back, Magnus. Tell him how you really feel.
Say whatever you want, fool. You didn't see that glorious battle where many perished for the sake of...
For the sake of being struck down, not even by the Dark Rulers themselves, but by their minions.
How do you...
Oh, yes, yes. And your beloved sister, who was bearing a child. It is so touching how you took care of her son. You tried to get him out there, even though you knew that it was forbidden by your laws, that you were betraying your people. For the second time already. You tried to get away with what you had done. Your laws dictated that you should kill your empathetic nephew, who was born of a cursed woman. Yet you ran away with him, in violation of all the vows of honor, and dumped him in another family. Huh. What a great decision.
You shouldn't.
Shouldn't? What shouldn't I do? I'm a jester, a fool. Perhaps your nephew should find out a little more about who he is, how he got there, and what happened to his mother. Poor, poor Buck. You do not want him to find out, do you? Then you better not get in my way.
Behind this gate lies the Valley of Death.
Magnus isn't very witty, just kind of mean and cruel.
Get
Accurate.
out of the way, Baldy. I know full well what's there, and how to get there. I didn't make this whole journey and put up with you for nothing. What kind of idiot comes here not knowing how to open the gate and what awaits him beyond it?
Remember your goal. You must kill Lady Death. And then...
Yes, yes. You need not read me the legend you told the rest of the outcasts. Go to your camp already, wipe the snot off your scoundrels' faces, and get ready to bow down before a new god.
Jester hobbles up to the gate, and once he channels the streams of his power, it opens up. The Ashmaster reflectively takes a step back and frowns as he observes how easily and confidently his companion sets out into the Valley of Death. Poor, poor Jester, so pitiful and weak. I have heard your words 1,000 times. Come on, I have missed you. Where are you hiding? You were abandoned, left by everyone. You remained entirely alone, you poor thing. You and your piles of corpses. They will have your corpse added to them, my dear. Come to me. Effect dispelled. All effects applied on you have been dispelled. I almost pity you, as the other outcasts had a life before the curse, but you were born in the curse and you will fade in the curse. This is our second meeting, and all that I see and hear are words, words, words. All your cards have been discarded to the pile of ashes. You will have to stick around for a while, forever in fact. Your stats have been reset. Come to me already, I have longed for this meeting so much. Come closer, crone. You amuse me. How long do you think you will last? Slain servants, the Mad King, do my bidding. The 6 plus 10 is 16, plus 7 is 23, so I can't knock anything out regardless. How long do you really think you can scare me? Miserable, pitiful jester. It's starting to look like a scripted lost fight. It is looking like a scripted lost fight. Now, let's see if Death can be killed. What is that you have? Surely not the power of the box. Time for a new deity to come. Me? Alright, let's use our consumables, shit. Alright, let's bottom all of these. We're looking for a phantom here.
I'll be your new god.
Phantom. Well, I can't curse her. I'm gonna bottom these, looking for our tomb to let us discard this. Act on the Holy Tomb. Discard this very stable illusion. No longer looking like a scripted loss.
Don't try my patience.
Oh, she looks a little angry, chat. She looks a little tired of our shit. I think I'm actually just gonna take the to play stable illusion, so our illusion can just be stronger moving forward. Curse you, put a heal on myself. I'm actually gonna hold on to the concentrated chaos just in case she summons minions again. Yeah, it felt like it was summon multiple minion type battle. There shall be no end to the sickness, the plague is mine. Now we're just chilling. Our phantom's almost gone, so be able to resummon it when that happens. Bottom one of these, don't need 2 resummons.
Well, I become even more beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna play concentrated chaos because I want the best chance to keep my stable illusions in the Ash deck when I play this. Alright, 1 stable illusion stayed in, but my Unholy Tomb stayed in too is unfortunate. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the stable illusion again. Tormented souls are once again restless and they serve you. Sounds like your restless souls need a little concentrated chaos, friend. Surely she won't come back with 400 HP. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Having this many doppelganger cards seems like awkward in these fights. She's also become more skeletal each time, so she's got to be about dead, right? Yeah, it seems good, Sporadic. We've also only played, like, the runs are pretty long too, so like, it seems like even if you didn't want replayability in the characters, like, this run's taken us. We just crossed the 4-hour mark for this run. So like, there's 4 characters, so even if you only played each character once, it's like 16 hours of gameplay, but like, you can build the decks differently each time too, so definitely, I would imagine if you enjoy games like this, you play each character more than one time. Both our stable illusions stay discarded this time through, that's perfect. She's already death, Jeff, that's true. Accurate statement. Finish her.
You silly jester.
Be silent, but do not try to save your powers. I will take them away from you anyway. Yes, I will take them away from you, and then no one will dare stand in the way of Magnus the Mightiest! Magnus the Great!
Well, who says that? Isn't your nickname the Ugly Jester? A lowly maggot dancing in front of...
The flame of the ash curse burns even more fervently in the Jester's heart as he almost breaks Lady Death's fragile bones, draining the last of her powers. She emits a piercing shriek like a ghost during the terrifying night and sags to the ground, while Magnus rises up, feeling an incredible flow of strength. Magnus is engulfed in power, never seen in this world, and pulses in his hands, for he is victorious.
Pathetic worm. Ugly Jester. The Lord of Life and Death. The Destroyer. Eviscerator of Souls! That's what they will call me now! Everyone who dared to laugh at Magnus! And a poor ugly Jester! That's what they will call me now! They dared to laugh at me! They threw rotten food and pointed their fingers at me! But now... yes! I will make them tear off those fingers of theirs and feed them to their own children when madness devours the last shreds of their sanity!
Yeah, I mean, someone else put it best earlier, Beatsy, I think. Magnus is the villain in his own story as well. Yeah. The Ash Master enters the hall, cautiously stepping past Lady Death and keeping his eye on the Jester who's surrounded by magic.
Magnus, you do know that it isn't all the power that was sealed in the box.
Not all of it? Not all? That's not possible, you stupid monk! It's not possible! Look, here's Death, and she's almost dead herself! That means all the Ash Curse power!
Hey, Guzby! Thank you for the 71 months. I appreciate you hanging out for almost 6 years. It's been a trip. Thanks for sticking through the stream, through all the evolutions and iterations we've gone through over the years. Good to have you back.
You forgot about the outcasts. The power of the box remains within each of them. Each one went away with a fragment.
Does that mean she tricked me? And hid her power from me?
Oh, no. You just didn't consider the fact that you should have got a hold of all the fragments of this power. But you forgot about the rest of the outcasts.
Where are they now? Aren't they dead? They must be dead.
Exactly. They're now in the kingdom of death. But now you possess her power. You can head there and devour them.
Magnus stares into space for a few moments before silently waving his hand and opening a glowing portal.
Them. Their strength, their souls, the entire afterlife kingdom.
Ashmaster picks up Lady Death's corpse in his arms and moves behind Magnus. They both head into the portal to get the fragments missing for Magnus's complete might for breaking the Ash Curse. You can spend points you've earned to unlock content below. Unlocked cards can be bought from merchants or found during subsequent playthroughs. Oh, okay. So you get your runs vary based on this types of stuff too. People asking what's the replay value. Your decks and stuff will be different. Mana points are increased by 1. Neat. And that was one run, and it took us just under 4 hours to do a whole run, because we streamed this for 2 hours on Monday, and it was like a 20-minute tutorial plus the start of the run, and then we played for 2 hours and 15 minutes finishing this run today. There's a DLC campaign. And the Badlands. Oh, and there's an epilogue too. To unlock the epilogue, complete the game for each playable character. Okay, sure, yeah. So like, even if there's 4.
Have you gone out?
There's 4 characters with 4 stories with different characters, plus a DLC campaign, plus an epilogue, plus the Badlands. A lot of content there. Even and that's even before you think about, do you want to do multiple runs through things. So yeah, if you want to check this out, this is Deck of Ashes. You can find them on the Steam store as well as on console. Although some people mentioned having issues with the Switch version, so if you have a PC available to you, it's probably the preferred way to play. All right, I think we're gonna switch over